A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just a loyal servant of my craft.
thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you. I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you. I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just a loyal servant of my craft.
Are you able to help me?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
Can I ask you a question?
His Majesty came out of his palace. I know nothing.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Are you able to help me?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
Are you able to help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Excuse me, just one question.
A man like you should not speak to a man like me.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
Is this familiar to you?
My family is starving because of people like you. Go away.
Excuse me, just one question.
Will you cry if I don't answer your questions?
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
May I ask you something?
I don't think I'm rich enough to talk to you, sir.
Are you able to help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here? Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently. A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested? A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggests he is approximately 5.5 feet tall. May I ask you something?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Ah, well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead. Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too. I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too were loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you...
Need? Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
He's odd, Sherry. Even odder than I.
Help me, please.
A man like you should not speak to a man like me.
Hello.